Hello, and welcome to the February 6th edition of the Duke Business Network. I'm Dave Patnick, and let's take a look at this week's recap of the biggest business and market news. The NASDAQ, America's second largest stock exchange, said on Saturday that computer hackers have attacked it. The hackers didn't get to the part of the system that handles trades, but the attack made several leading companies uneasy about using NASDAQ to list their shares. The cybercrimes branch of the FBI and the Justice Department are working together to find the attackers, but so far don't have any leads. In Europe, leaders from the European Union can't seem to agree and aren't making any progress during the EU summit. Germany's plans to boost the competitiveness and weaker European economies is at the center of debate. Germany maintains that these weaker economies threaten to upset calm financial markets in stronger European countries. A bailout fund for these struggling economies may be necessary to restore confidence in the euro. The Egypt turmoil intensified this week as Mubarak supporters clashed with the anti-government protesters. On Friday, thousands of Egyptians gathered together in Cairo to pledge for the immediate end of the 30-year Mubarak rule. Tensions are increasing between the U.S. and China as the U.S. Treasury is putting more pressure on Chinese economic leaders. The U.S. Treasury has never accused China of manipulating its currency, but that changed this past week. The U.S. government stated that the yen is substantially undervalued, giving China an unfair advantage in export competition and putting the burden for financing on other countries. Now let's take a look at business news and events on campus this and next week. One Duke professor's return to teaching has students overflowing his classes. Psychology and behavioral economics professor Dan Airley teaches Econ 196 at a packed auditorium every Monday. Students rave about how useful his classes are, and you can catch his thoughts on behavioral economics Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. in LSRC's Love Auditorium. A speaker with an insider's perspective on the Lehman collapse is coming to Duke this week. Kevin Genners is the managing director and general counsel of investment banking at Barclays Capital. Having worked in Lehman Brothers during its collapse, Genners was actually in the room during discussions about Lehman's future. He'll speak at Duke on February 10th in Biosciences 111 at 4:25 p.m. If you're interested in networking and the differences between private equity and venture capital, a speaker from Pritzker Group is coming to Duke tomorrow. Richard Griffin is a partner at the Pritzker Group and oversees the firm's portfolio operations and strategies and will speak tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. in Von Cannon B. Well, thank you for watching this edition of Duke Business Network. I'm Dave Patnick, and have a great evening.